that is one reason why I made the channel, is to help crappie fishermen catch crappie and to catch more crappie. So I'm doing the best I can to spread my knowledge to you guys. Even if we don't catch a fish today, I hope you learned something from this video. What's going on, YouTube? This is 903 Fishing. Guys, we had a major cold front come through in Texas. We barely missed the snow, thank God. Yesterday I went and scouted some creeks out with hardly any luck, guys. A lot of small fish. I'm gonna try to get on some bigger fish for you guys today. I'm out at the sunken bridge, all right? I haven't been out here in about 3 weeks. So there could be fish, there may not be fish. I'm gonna go ahead and take you along the journey today. I wanna show y'all something real quick. I had a 50-pound thrust Minn Kota on my John boat, and it finally went out on me, guys. So I went ahead and made this purchase right here. This is a 55-pound thrust, all right? 5-speed Endura Minn Kota trolling motor. And I got it on my John boat. I've taken it out once, and you know what? It really does the job, guys. It really does the job. I'm very happy with it. 55-pound thrust Minn Kota Endura. I'm really happy with it, guys. That trolling motor that I had before, it lasted me about 7 years. So I'm hoping I can get the same amount of time with this trolling motor right here. If you haven't checked out the 903 Fishing website for all your 903 Fishing merchandise, we got hats, hoodies, and there's also gaiters on there, guys, just like this one right here that I'm wearing, t-shirts and beanies. It is a great way to represent the 903 Fishing channel. I would greatly appreciate all your support. The link to the website will be in the description of this video. Well, guess what, guys? We're about to get to it. I greatly appreciate the support, guys, the liking the videos, commenting on the videos, watching my videos. Thank you so much. I would not be doing this without y'all. If you're already subscribed to the 903 Fishing channel, God bless you. I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and come join the 903 Fishing family. We would love to have you. Great group of people. Don't forget, guys, every Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we go live on the channel, live crappie fishing, question and answer. So go ahead and bring your question over. I'm gonna do the best I can to help you. Y'all be sure to stick around. All right, guys. Well, I don't have anything rigged up on my 11 footer, so we are gonna go with 1/8 ounce jig head, all right, red hook, and we're also gonna go with that unicorn, baby. Remember, unicorn, guys, it's great dark water, clear water, all right, awesome, works either way. We're gonna put this on the 11-foot. I'm gonna start off with my 11-foot ACC. I brought my 11-footer and my 10-footer, okay? So we're gonna start off with that today. We're gonna tie this on, spin it a couple times, about 5 or 6 times. Then you gotta wet it. And I like to put it through that first loop by the eye hole. It's kind of windy today. It's messing with me. There it goes. And then you're gonna cinch down that knot. Look at there. Cinch down that knot. You can do a couple what I call security knots around it. Then I have I'm using 10-pound braid, guys. 10-pound Power Pro braid, so you can't just cut it. But there it is right there. Oh, unicorn, baby. I'm hoping there's some fish on here today, guys. I'm hoping. Haven't been here in a while, like I said in the intro. So it's all a guessing game right now. These crappie should start moving up in here any day now. It just all depends. Depends a lot on the water temperature mainly. Guys, there's a tip of that branch right there. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but the big brush pile is right here. What I like to do is, when I approach a brush pile, especially vertical jigging, I like to work the outsides of the pile first, around the edges, and then we'll, I typically see how it goes. Sometimes those crappie are sitting on the edges of the brush pile. Sometimes they're right in it. So we're just gonna have to see if there's any crappie here today. Where are they sitting on the brush pile? That's, you know, I gotta do that every time I come out here. I gotta find out where are they? Come on now. Well guys, I've been fishing for about 10 minutes and not a bite. So I hope that's not how the rest of this day goes, but sometimes it be like that. I figured there would be some fish on here. That cold front, I figured that would bring some fish up this way, but you just never know with these crappie. Well, been fishing for about 30 minutes. I have tried the gray ghost from Dead River Baits and the unicorn that I put on there first, and no bites. So that either tells me one of two things is happening. Either one, there's no fish here, okay? That's always a possibility. Or number two is they want, I mean, I'm assuming they're not gonna want a bigger profile bait. Maybe they want a smaller profile bait, and that's what I'm gonna give to them. This right here is speckled hog crappie jigs right here. I know I'm not in the light, hold on. Speckled hog crappie jig, hand tie right here. So we're gonna throw this on, a little smaller profile bait. If they're not biting what I'm putting out there, I'm gonna downsize first, okay? Because if they're not biting that 2.5 inch bait, then maybe they want something a little smaller. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie this on. You never know, guys. That cold front that came through, it may have just shut them down completely. And if that's the case, guys, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. If the fish are there and they're not gonna bite, you just need to try everything you can. All right, right now I'm downsizing baits. All right, if this doesn't work, then I'm more than likely going to upsize my bait. But if downsizing doesn't work, then usually upsizing won't work. So we're gonna try it out. Let's do it. Another thing that I do, guys, change that presentation. Not only change your bait, change that presentation of that bait. So, you know, I've been doing my normal pop it once or twice, let it sit there, pop it once or twice, let it sit there. Well, now I'm just gonna pop it one time, let it sit there one time. And since I'm in this brush pile, I can't, you know, move it very fast or I'm gonna get hung up and lose it. So you just gotta try different patterns. You never know. I mean, changing the bait is the easy part. Changing your presentation on how you present that bait, that's gonna be the hard one, because especially if you're used to doing a certain routine or certain presentation, you gotta get out of that habit and you got to try your best to try to present that bait differently to that fish. I've also said this in another video, guys, change your angles on how you're presenting that bait. All right, now of course that's very easy for me as I'm standing on this bridge. I can fish this brush pile from this angle, I can fish this brush pile from this angle, I can fish it head on. All right, that's easy for me to do on here. But if you can change your angle that you're presenting that bait, crappie are finicky and weird. All right, if you've been crappie fishing long enough, you know that crappie are flat out weird. So you can put that bait on them one angle, they won't touch it. Comes by them at a different angle, they smack it. They're very weird when it comes to stuff like that. So you got to change your angles, guys. These are the types of things that you do if crappie don't want to bite. All right, upsize your bait, downsize your bait, change the angle that you're coming at the crappie. All right, and presentation, slow down that presentation, up that presentation, move it faster, quicker. You just got to find out what they want. And that's just some of the hardest thing to do sometimes, guys. Another thing that I'll do, all right, I'm going to start off at about 11 foot. I got 11 foot rod, so I know that this bait is going to be sitting about 11 foot in the water. So what I'll do is I'll put it down there and I will work it at that 11 foot mark for, you know, 5-10 minutes at a time. Of course, I'm going to speed up the process just to show y'all, but what I do is put it down there about 11 foot, jig it around a little bit just to see what happens, okay? And then once you've done that at the 11 foot mark, or whatever foot, you know, however deep you're fishing, it all depends on water depth. I'm going to reel that bait up about a foot. So now I'm sitting at about 10 foot right here, okay? Now I'm sitting at about 10 feet, and I'm going to put that bait back down. I'm going to try that 10 foot. These crappie may be there. You just don't know what depth they're sitting at, okay? I didn't scan this when I pulled up to it. I didn't go over it with the fish finder. That little Garmin Striker 4 that I have, it's not like it's going to really pinpoint and show me the exact location of the fish necessarily. It's better for structure, depth, and water temperature. But I know there's brush piles here. I'm just trying to see how can I get those crappie to bite, and how is the best way to locate them. So I've been at 10 foot for about 30 seconds to a minute. And guys, I'm not saying to do that for that amount of time. I'm just showing you the process. So what I'll do is I'll reel that bait up about a foot, come up to 9 feet. Now I'm sitting at about 9 foot. You just never know where those crappie, what depth those crappie are going to be sitting. So you need to try it all right? And I would typically, if I'm having trouble finding them like I am today, I would typically keep on doing this up to about 6 to 7 feet, okay? I know those crappie won't be any shallower than about 6 feet on this bridge, but that is definitely a way to help you, a process of locating your crappie. If there's structure, there's a chance there could be crappie on it. You know, this is a good way to try to locate them at what depth they're sitting. I really believe that cold front that came through, it really messed up the bite. All right, if that barometric pressure is just too high right now, then even if these crappie are here on this bridge, they're not gonna bite. All right, and there's no way that there's zero fish on this bridge. I believe the factor of the weather, I believe there's fish here, but they're just not biting for whatever reason. I've tried almost everything I got. Upsized my bait, downsized my bait, presentation, changed it, depths. I've tried all the depths I could, and these crappie just don't want to bite. If they're there, they're just not hungry. And guys, if a crappie is there and doesn't want to bite, and you try everything you can, you know, sometimes nothing will get that crappie to bite. No bites. No bites on this jig, all right? This is a little smaller than that minnow from Dead River Baits. So you know what I'm gonna do? Instead of upsizing, I'm gonna even go smaller, all right? Now, some people may think I'm crazy, but I've seen it before. That's a pretty color too. I'm gonna go with the straight black and gray, and well, black and silver in this really muddy water. Lake Palestine is just so dirty with it. Haven't had much rain, but there's so much flow in this lake. There's so many creeks that come in from the northern and western sides of the lake that it's always moving. It's always muddy. So black is typically a great color on Lake Palestine. Black and chartreuse, dark blue and white, those are some great colors for Lake Palestine. Now this is a 1/32 ounce, guys, so I'm going to tie this on here, and what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a split shot on there. I'm going to put a split shot to help the weight of that bait stay vertical. I don't want it horizontal. There is a little current flowing through here right now. Not much, but a little bit. So, and y'all know me, I typically use a 1/8 ounce bait or an 1/8 ounce jig head. So I like to have at least an 1/8 ounce, you know, 1/8 ounce worth of bait. So I'm gonna take this little split shot right here. See this split shot? And I'm gonna put that sucker about 10 inches or so, 10 to 12 inches on this braid. And there you go. Looks something like that right there. I got the split shot here. And then this is the 1/32, black and silver. Like I said, black is typically a great color for Lake Palestine because it's so muddy. And they can see it. They can see it. It has some really pretty chenille. That's also a speckled hog crappie jig as well from old Clint Parker over here. So we're gonna try it out, guys. I don't know. You never know. This is why crappie fishing can be so difficult, guys. If you're not trying out all these things, I'm trying my best to, you know, that is one reason why I made the channel, is to help crappie fishermen catch crappie and to catch more crappie. So I'm doing the best I can to spread my knowledge to you guys. Even if we don't catch a fish today, I hope you learned something from this video. Something else you can do, and if you're like me, you have a bunch of crappie baits and jigs in your tackle box that you just don't use. You have your certain baits that you use and they work, you stick with them. Now on days like today is a great day to try something new. Grab one of those baits out of that tackle box that you wouldn't normally use because you wouldn't have to use it. You know, today's a great day to try something new. Try those baits that you normally wouldn't try. You might just find a new favorite bait. I made this video today, guys. It's honest. It's brutally honest, okay? I came to this bridge today and I did not get a bite. All right, I tried everything I could. I changed presentations. I upsized my bait. I downsized my bait. I came at these brush piles at different angles, but the reality of it is, every time that you go out fishing, you're not just gonna have the greatest of days, okay? So this is honest. I'm being real with y'all. I hope y'all appreciate that. But one thing that I wanna do every time I go out and fish is I wanna learn something. Even if I don't have a great day of actually fishing, I wanna be able to learn something that I can use on my next fishing trip to make me a better fisherman. And that's something that you also gotta do. But you know what? I didn't wanna make it a lost cause. I hope y'all learned something from this video. I believe these are crappie fishing tips that every crappie fisherman should know. Real quick, I want to mention something. Channel memberships are now available, okay? There's 4 tiers to become a channel member. There's a dink crappie, keeper crappie, slab crappie, and monster crappie membership, okay? Each tier has their own perks. Of course, the higher that you go up, the more perks that you will have, including one of the perks for the monster crappie tier is 20% off all 903 fishing merchandise, guys. I mentioned this at the beginning of this video. We have hats, hoodies, t-shirts, beanies, and even gaiters, face mask gaiters on the website. There is a 20% off discount code when you become a monster crappie member. And there's also a 10% discount code when you become a slab member. All right, so guys, that join button, you should be able to see it by the 903 Fishing channel now. Hit that join button. It will give you all of the details on how to become a channel member and the details for each tier. I would greatly appreciate the support. Y'all don't know how much that these channel memberships are gonna help the channel and keep the channel going. Also, shout out to ACC Crappie Sticks. Guys, the best crappie fishing rods on the market. Be sure to go get your ACC at accrappiesticks.com. The link will also be in the description of this video. And also, shout out Runsell Fishing, guys. It's about 42 degrees outside. And if I didn't have these fishing gloves on, I don't know what my hands would be doing, but they're keeping my hands warm. They're also UPF 50 plus, so they're gonna protect your hands as well. They're fingerless on all 5 fingers. You can get these at runcl.com, runcl.com. Use code 903FISHM. Will get you 15% off your entire order, guys. That's not just for these gloves, but that code is for the entire website. I want to welcome a new sponsor to the 903 Fishing channel, InNOut Powersports. All right, they're located in Tyler, Texas, off 155, right down the road from the 2 Mile Bridge on Lake Palestine. Matt over at InNOut Powersports. Guys, y'all need to be sure to give him a call. As y'all know, most of you know, I had problems with my big motor on my bass tracker. Took it to about 2 or 3 different mechanics. They never could figure out the issue. However, one time taking it over to Matt at InNOut Powersports, guys, he got it fixed up. He did a great job. The big motor runs great now. I've taken it out a few times since he's fixed it, and I've had 0 issues. And y'all know how many problems I was having with that big motor. So InNOut Powersports, y'all be sure to check him out. I'm gonna put Matt's information in the description of this video. His information will be in every description now, so I greatly appreciate it, Matt. If you learned something from this video today, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you learned something that you did not know, go ahead and comment in the comment section what was something that you learned from this video. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're subscribed to the channel already, God bless you. Y'all know I say it every time. I would not be doing this without you. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come join the 903 Fishing family. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget about that notification bell, so anytime that content hits the channel, you will be notified. Like always, like, comment, and subscribe to 903 Fishing. Y'all have a great day. God bless.